What's good with the collective? Man, y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. I just want to let y'all know, man. I know as I told y'all in the previous video, man, keep y'all head up. Y'all bigger than y'all circumstances. I know it's tough out here. And y'all see me back like, bro, I needed that message. Trust me. I'm telling y'all because I'm going through it too. I be having moments like today, literally, right before shooting this video. I get a call. It's the world on my back. But I'm built for this. I heard Partisan Fontaine saying a song, man. We built for this shit, yo. We got the physique. You got it. I got it. We got it. So let's get to it. But today's lineup gonna be smooth. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
I saved the cupcake from my Millie video, so let's eat it. I'm gonna start off with the water bug. Some of you think that this is molded chocolate. I'm not sure how you guys speculate that, but always gotta be careful with the horns. I'm chocolate and bug wasted.
Man, hell no. Do you see what she said about the horns, bro? That ain't her first time. Bro, that ain't her first time. She's done that before. She's done that, bro, with the beetle. Ain't that the same beetle we seen in the movie Lion King? If I'm not mistaken, bro, ain't that, or it was like, I think it was Lion King or Bug's Life. It was one of them, bro. I'm gonna just go ahead and say she might have mental issues or something. But I ain't gonna judge. I know it's a delicacy to eat bugs in some some countries and stuff like that. So I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but damn, bro. She said water bug, bro. I'm telling you, it's a roach. That's the 3rd time. If y'all new to the channel, bro, collective, y'all gotta spam it up in the comments and let them know if anybody knew what we seen previously with this woman eating other stuff. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it was ants or ant eggs or something, and then she had another water bug, bro. Come on, bro. She be killing me, G. She be killing me. She be killing me.
Watch this. Deep down inside you, you know there's something wrong with these politicians. You know there's something wrong with these reporters. This little group of people that just seem to echo each other and ignore the rest of America. It's as if the system has been hijacked. It's as if humans are no longer in control. You know, these are actual different people. Heather Graham, Jayma Mayos, Michael J. Fox, Scott Wolf, also the other ladies and gentlemen. What about Renee?
So most of the travelers you're going to see, they just going to work. The gang stalkers going to make blocks. You're going to be able to pinpoint their cars because most of these individuals, they are just communing back and forth to work. The gang stalker going to have to turn a block. The gang stalker going to have to expose themselves. You retirees and the big old 1200 Rams and the Lexuses and the Cadillacs that's following me around in this little Nissan G6, you're going to have to expose yourself to God today and let the world know how important I am in this G6. So you're going to have to make blocks in that big old Cadillac. You're going to have to make blocks in that big old Escalade. You're going to have to keep making blocks in that 2022, that 2023. And you're going to show the world how important this little broke dude is that's staying at the shelter that's riding in a G6. You finna show the world how important I am. God is finna show the world how important I am. So I put my gang stalkers in this position this morning. This is the position they in.
I live off-grid in the mountains in the middle of nowhere, and people love to comment when shit hits the fan that we're going to be the first people that they come after. But let me tell you how far in the middle of nowhere we live. We are about 12 miles from a main road. We're about an hour and a half from civilization, which means a McDonald's, Lowe's, Home Depot, anything like that. So if things were to go horribly wrong in this country, which I believe that they probably will, the only people who are going to be out here are the people who live out here. People are not going to be venturing. The government is not going to be venturing to the people in the farthest corners of the country anytime soon. The people in the cities, in the suburbs, and even in the partially rural areas are going to be the ones that will be hit first. You have to drive through desert and mountains just to get to us from civilization. So I feel like we're pretty safe where we are. Ain't nobody coming to get us out here.
She's safe for the moment, but don't ever get it twisted. That's when things get on your ass. When you think, oh, we good. Nah, never let your guard down, bro. Not in this world. You don't never let your guard down. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2. If something hit the fan, they coming to get your ass too. They gonna get civilization first. Whatever happened, they gonna pop off in the main cities first. Then like slightly on the outside of the city. But then when you start going off grid, it was a movie. What movie was that? And everything hit the fan, and it was like an outbreak. Everything hit the fan. They tried to get off grid. They finally get off grid, and they realized it was other people that was off grid. They had to fight for their land. They had to fight for their territory. They had to sit there and even hide because the higher ups was running down on them, trying to come to off grid and get them too. It was off limits. They was already patrolling it in some areas. So when they try to get out there, they'd be like, oh, this is off limits. You got to turn back around. And when they got to certain places, they were already there patrolling it. So come on, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just be prepared all the way through. Don't be like that where you think you automatically just good. No, keep your guard up. Have a plan A. Have a plan B through Z. Have it all the way mapped out to where, and don't think you just safe anywhere you at. Cause like I told y'all, I watch DJ Ghost, the legend DJ Ghost for president. I watch him and he even say, man, don't even think you safe in your own house because your house is still outside. Make a lot of sense, don't it? That's why you gotta protect yourself at all times. And it's like you always gotta be thinking. Don't let your guard down, because when you let your guard down, when you gonna get hit with the oh shit factor. Something happen and you gotta say, oh shit. That's the oh shit factor. We used to always say that. So that's my advice to y'all. Y'all free to do whatever y'all please. Let me know if y'all agree with her or you disagree. But I say they coming all the way through. They might be safe for a second. People coming out there, because I'm coming out there. I'm getting through some mountains and some deserts to get to the damn off grid. I'm telling you right now. And I know y'all agree with me.
I don't want to scare the 54%ers, But this is like the 5th time this has happened. And now I'm starting to think like maybe I wasn't too hasty in my jumping the gun of what the is going on. Because this blob, this anomaly that appeared in Antarctica, look how huge it is, right? You see how big that thing is? Well, this thing appeared in February, and it was a glitch, they said. In March, it was a glitch, they said. April 9th, a glitch. April 25th, a glitch. And now another glitch. Why are there so many glitches? Can someone explain that? Please, I'm gonna go live if you have any clue about what the this is. And I want some serious folks in here. I want like knowledgeable people, not, you know, people like me who have no clue.
And that's a perfect catch.
Simulation.
Okay, so I just pulled this out of the freezer. Hopefully you can still kind of tell. Can you kind of see? Yeah, here you can see my little fingerprints on it. So it still has the frost on it, right? Okay, this is Swoon by HEB. And look at this. What is that? What the f is that, yo? Like, that's not ice cream. And my freezer is frozen. Like, everything else in my freezer is frozen, like normal. Actually, my chicken in there has fucking frostbite on it. Like, everything is frozen. So what? Okay.
That clip, shout out, man. Collective, y'all be coming through. First of all, I ain't eating that. I don't even eat dairy. I seen something on that. I seen how you let it sit, like milk, you just let it sit and get old, bro. Some dude, yeah, it looked crazy. I might even try to post that one day. But shout out to Mara Smalls. I hope I said your name right. She sent that to me. She said she wanted me to react to that. Yo, you damn near need to sue that company. That shouldn't look like that, bro. It shouldn't look like that. Hey, but shout out to the collective, man. Y'all be sending me stuff all the time. I appreciate it. Man, I love y'all. Again, shout out to Mara Smalls, man. I try to put her in the description, put her profile in the description, or follow her on Instagram. But yeah, I'll put her Instagram in the description. But shout out to her. She wanted me to react to that. She sent it to me personally. I was like, yeah, I got you. I'll react to that. So again, shout out to the collective. I'll be coming through with the clips. But that sky did change though. We in a simulation, bro. Like, that's my only take. We in a simulation and it was a glitch, like the dude said in the previous video.
Step away from the car, bro.
Is this even your car? I mean, do you have the papers for it and stuff? Sir, why? It's really expensive. Doesn't seem like you guys can afford it.
I'm about to step up. I'm about to step up, bro.
What is your issue?
What is your issue with us?
It's not my issue.
Don't touch my car.
It's my customers and stuff. I'm just like, are just worried because it's very suspicious behavior.
Bro,
and they're just worried that you guys
we're chilling. Bro, get your hands out the way. Don't touch my car.
Okay, well, I'm
not going to tell you again.
Okay, please don't holler. Okay?
I'm not going to tell you again.
Listen,
Don't touch my car.
first of all, you are being very threatening right now. Okay? I do not feel safe right now, okay? And I tried to come over here and be polite and speak to you kindly, and just like you
crazy,
people
bro.
always do, you get hostile and violent. I'm on my job, and I have people coming here talking about the two scary guys in the car.
Oh my God.
And on my job.
Bro, you sound crazy.
I sound crazy.
You gotta relax.
Me?
What's going on?
I am not going to relax, okay? I am not going to chill out or whatever you kids say, okay?
You overreacting.
I am not going to relax until you are out of this parking lot.
Why are
and
you
stop
yelling? Why are you
endangering
yelling?
my customers.
Why are you yelling?
Because
You're
I am
not
threatened
doing
right now.
I feel threatened.
You're the scary one.
Wow. You know what? Call the police.
You know, I am.
Go ahead and call.
I'm
This
going
is
to call police
insane,
right. I
bro.
cannot believe this in my own parking lot where I work.
Oh my
Wow.
God, this is crazy.
Wow.
So if you make a tensor ring out of copper, it also generates another field, right? That's how the pyramids work too. I can feel it on my whole helmet. That's crazy. That's tight. Go mess around and go fuck around and start shooting lasers on the motherfucker. Like, yeah, y'all did nah. Y'all done gave the right one the whip. 718. Let's try it. 718. This is 718. Let's see. Yeah, baby, let's go, baby.
So hopefully by now everyone knows there's a sun simulator, but did you guys know there's two? Probably not. So check this out. I knew the James Webb was the telescope or the sun simulator. I just couldn't find it. I mean, I knew where it was, but I wasn't 100% sure that if that was it. But I'm now 100% sure that is the James Webb telescope that we're all looking at from the ground. And it's right here. Look at that. You can see the sun is actually a hexagon. And then the triangle shape is like the floor base, the heating shield, right? Right there. Now check this out. I took an image from Google, cut the top, and put the, base floor or floor base on to the sun right there. That's exactly what the James Webb telescope looks like, no? And what I'm circling right now, that's the heating shield that's that everyone thinks that's permanent. It mimics the sun and protects the James Webb telescope, I guess. But look at this. Doesn't that look like the James Webb? You got the hexagon and you got the floor base right there. Triangle, it's actually facing down. There you go. Yep, it's facing down. It looks just like it. I mean, it doesn't look just like it just because, that fucking picture is just a picture and everything else, right here, you got the shadows, you got the clouds covering it up, you got lights over it, so we can't really see a clear image of the James Webb, but I'm pretty sure that's the James Webb. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you guys cannot deny that wasn't the James Webb telescope. It is the sun simulator. By the way, this is the real sun from 5 years ago, before it was attached by all these mechanic instruments that they did now. So remember that, right? There's nothing, and I did the settings so you don't see sun flares, y'all. It's not a sun flare, all right? What y'all seeing right now, right here, boom. This is what I found when I went deep in the internet. This is exactly what's attached to that sun. Look at that satellite. If you open it up, and I have a feeling they open it up, and then boom, they attach it from the front and back. That's what you get. Yo, we have a sun simulator, and they're using the sun for a weapon system. That has to be it. I mean, you can't tell me otherwise. I mean, I just proven, we have a sun simulator. I've proven that the James Webb is the sun simulator. Now I got another fucking picture that looks just like what's attached to the sun. Unless someone else has better evidence than I do. We have a sun simulator, and there's two. Leave a comment down below.
First and foremost, I'm going to keep that clip on there regardless, but I know, okay, so if the clip gets to stay, and y'all hear that music in the background, you might get able to copyright, right? So if that was muted, just read it. Just read it. We gonna start. He has a great idea that I think I agree with on why we see those two suns when we take those pictures. It's the sun simulator. Just read it. I know I wouldn't want to read it either, but I already put something in people's faces that you don't want them to read. I mean, you put something in their face that you don't want them to know. Have them read it. They ain't gonna want to read it. The attention span too low. That's what I was told. But I'm just saying, I'm hoping that the audio could stay in that clip due to the music in the background, that they don't take it down. But if they do, and I have to mute it, just read the screen. He got a lot of, I agree with him. I agree with his ass, man. I agree with him. But I just love the fact that we all questioning what's up there that we seen since the eclipse or a couple years ago, why we seen these flashes, why it don't feel the same. We coming to some answers now.
Approaching a residential front door, her behavior appears unusual as she deviates from a normal demeanor, but this changes when a passing car prompts her to alter her actions, presumably to avoid detection. Once the car departs, the woman's behavior becomes even more peculiar as she places her face uncomfortably close to the camera. After viewing this unsettling recording, the homeowner insists they possess no knowledge of the woman's identity. This footage captured in Sacramento, California depicts an incident involving an individual displaying erratic behavior. The woman in the video, identified as Erica, can be seen approaching a residence and causing damage to various items on the property. In her action, she shattered a window belonging to the homeowner and proceeded to deface the homeowner's car using a key. Law enforcement authorities are actively searching for Erica due to existing felony warrants.
Hi, can I help you? Hi, yeah, do you, is Ashley here?
There is no Ashley at this house.
Are you sure? Because I was just here the other day and she was here.
Nope.
All right.
Hi.
Is it not Spanish?
No.
I think that's one question.
Hello. Good afternoon. Could you help me? We recently came to this country and I need to pay my room. I don't have any money. We're struggling too. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you.
With the Sacramento video, I'm gonna go ahead and explain that. I don't know what part of the city she was in to get away with all that. If y'all come here, or if you from here, don't do that in the north, don't do that in the south. All I'm gonna say is if you get to South Sac, don't do that. You get to the north, some parts of the north, I'm talking about, don't do that in the Heights, don't do it in the Manors. Them is places like that. Don't do it in the east. Don't do it in East Sac. Don't do it on White Rock. Don't do it on Lincoln Village. There's probably places in West Sac. Shout out to Broderick. Probably don't do it over there. I don't know if it's still popping over there like it did back in the old days. You gonna do something like that, man? Do that in Carmichael. Do it in Citrus Heights. Do it in Roseville. Stuff like that, bro. But don't do that type of stuff in the wrong neighborhood because it's gonna go real left. If y'all know, y'all know. California in general, don't do that, bro. Like, don't do it. And I also want to say, I seen a comment, y'all was like, man, react to the rings, the doorbells, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I got you. So I threw some of that in there. I be checking the comments, bro. I'm listening. But that, man, I don't think it's cool to be playing with people's houses like that. Don't be coming to random people's houses. You don't know what they got in their house. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they gonna do if they feel like you invading their privacy, their space, their land. You don't know, bro. You don't know. And there's some people who own their land. And if they don't know you, and it's the middle of nowhere, they might get on you. So anybody watching that might want to play with people's houses and rings and all that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to get yourself hurt.
This footage was captured at 4:30 a.m. on April 29th, 2023. It happened in El Paso, Texas. The video shows a young woman running up to the front door of a house and ringing the doorbell. Although nobody else can be seen in the frame, terrified, she looks over her shoulder multiple times as if she was being followed. The woman begs for help and starts crying when nobody answers the door. And a few seconds later, a car's headlights come into view in the background. As soon as she sees the light, the woman crouches down behind a column, and she does the same thing again when she sees the neighbor's driveway lights turn on. After a few minutes of waiting, a car's headlights illuminate the driveway, and the woman walks down the steps towards it. It's possible that she got in the car, but this wasn't caught on the Ring camera. As soon as the footage was made public, many people started speculating that the woman might have been the victim of trafficking and was trying to escape her captors, but others believe that she had a totally different motive. Several viewers mentioned that if she really had been in danger, she wouldn't have hid from the neighbors when she saw their driveway lights turn on. Another thing that caught viewers' attention is the fact that at the very beginning of the video, the woman isn't actually running. She appears to be casually walking up the steps, and she only begins to run when she comes into view of the doorbell camera, which suggests that the whole thing might have been a robbery setup. Less than a month after the footage was uploaded, El Paso police arrested 34-year-old Krista Nicole Cordeaux for burglary. After her mugshot was released, some people believed that it was the same woman from the video due to their resemblance, but police never officially confirmed this. It's unclear if she was ever seen in the neighborhood again.
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you have been popping your big shit about moving the fuck up out of this motherfucking country of the United States of bullshit, now is the time to do so. They have literally voted on a bill named Title Grade 2. And what this bill consists of, make a long story short, they're about to make HT legal. I begin the H, or I believe the H, ends with the letter N, and the T word ends with the letter K. Make long story short, America, we have been betrayed in the worst way motherfucking possible. Crazy part about it is, this is not the 1800s. This is not the 1600s, the 1700s. Honey, this is happening in 2024. Our goofy ass government is literally just voted on a bill for that shit. And that shit could be passed through the motherfucking Senate. So when that do hit the Senate, then what?
While many of you are blocking celebrities for what happened at the Met Gala, not a lot of you are talking about the theme behind the Met Gala, the garden theme, or more specifically, the Garden of Time by J.G. Ballard. And this was first brought to my attention by another content creator on the platform. I reposted their video you can find on my page. They explain it very beautifully, but I want to go over very briefly, shortly, what the Garden of Time was. And by explaining that, you'll understand why the elites are sort of throwing things in your face. They see the writings, the pictures, and the paintings on the wall. And it's a very short story you can find online yourself. Essentially, we have two very wealthy and rich people that live in a villa by themselves, overlooking an entire horizon and plain of beautiful nothingness. And in that villa, underneath their terrace, is a garden of crystal roses. These crystal roses are about 2 meters in height, completely clear and have a diamond on the inside. And they're roses or flowers of time. Each time you pluck one, time goes backwards. Your man notices that over time, there's a crowd of angry mob of people over the horizon getting closer and closer. So he goes ahead and plucks a flower every time one of these mobs, or they get closer, and he receives them and pushes them back. But the garden is dying. There aren't that many more flowers. None at all, and specifically about a dozen. And he tries to put this brave facade of being a brave warrior and a soldier for his woman, but he knows that his time is ending. And the flowers are getting smaller and the time is getting less. In the story, it's painted out that they are sort of the victims here. And the mob is zombified, empty, mobless parasites that hoard and kill everything along their way. And the story ends with I won't tell you the ending. I want you to go ahead and read the story. It's very interesting and very good. What I will say is that every time they pluck a flower, time resets. There is a great reset in works. The elites, the powers that had control over time, have lost their power. And now they are seeking to reset everything because the mass is enclosing on their villa. And they'll be damned if anybody gets anything of theirs.
Let them eat cake.
Who took the bomb?
Well, we can certainly say that she was on par with this year's theme at the Met Gala, which was The Garden of Time, based off of the short novel by J.G. Ballard. Which is ironically about a pair of aristocrats hiding out in their castle while an angry horde of working class people are essentially coming to make them meet their demise. The aristocrats use these magical flowers called time flowers that essentially delay the horde from reaching them. The flowers only give them so much time, and there's only so many of the flowers. And by the time this army reaches them, they are statues surrounded by all of their rotting relics. An obvious, purposefully tactless theme choice, paired with influencers saying, "Let them eat cake," a comment which essentially provoked the French Revolution. Out of touch or intentional, may you eat the pavement.
If you haven't read that book, go check it out, especially if you want to know the ending of it. I ain't gonna let you know the ending of it. I read that book. Think about it. Running out of time, running up and subbing up. We grow, we get bigger. It helps the collective grow. It helps the collective get bigger. Man, I put it all right there for us. Some people be like, is them horns behind your head? Nah, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to do. Watch what I'm trying to do, bro. Every time we expose the truth, I have meaning behind a lot of what I'm doing. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I be thinking. The same thing they doing, I'm doing, but just differently, and I'm doing it for us. There's a difference here. So, knowledge and power can be used for two things, whether it can be used for good or it can be used for bad. They use it for bad, but why not I use it for good? Why not we use it for good, not for the bad? So that's why I'm saying, when I use the language I use, or in the future, when there's certain things I might do, they all will make sense. But there's always a purpose, a powerful, great, positive purpose. So we don't get it confused. So no, I see people talking about these horns behind and all that. Am I with the dark side, bro? No, don't pay attention to nothing small like that. People talking about the ring light look like my eyes is like different. Come on, bro, stop playing with me. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. Pay attention to the things that I'm showing here. Do it look like I'm gonna switch to the dark side? No, don't get it twisted, bro. And it's like, I say this in a couple videos here and there, but that's just me piggybacking off of what we just saw and what she's talking about. That's why I say running up and subbing up, man, the flowers are getting less for them. It's getting less for them. It's a bunch of other creators out here doing the same thing we doing. Like I said before, that's over 1 million of us out here. Whether it depends if we all want to work together or if we really trying to work together, that all is to be proven. But shout out to the collective, because I got faith in y'all, bro. So that's why I say the things that I say and I do the things I do, because I know y'all listening and I know we're going to work together and I know we're going to make some type of change. Again, they Villa, we getting closer. We getting closer, man. Shout out to the collective, bro. I'm hype about that. So yeah, running up and subbing up mean we growing to do the things we need to do to get closer to their Villa. I'm not, and just to clarify, I'm not saying 7 up, because I know people was like, is it 7 up? No, subbing up, like subscribing to the channel. That's what we doing, bro. We growing, we getting better, we getting closer to their Villa, because their time is running out. So, time running out, but we running up and subbing up, which is gonna get us closer to the Villa. Me, all these other creators, We all gonna get there, bro. I don't care who get there first. As long as we get the information and we get them out of power. That's all that I'm worried about.
Boom. Hey, car slipping. No, don't freeze up now. Oh. It's zooming, moving. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, okay.
I have a prediction about what the stars who are currently falling are gonna do. No makeup, filming against walls to look relatable. This you? 'Cause it's giving this. Look at me, guys. Look at my hair pulled back. Look at this part of my apartment that makes me totally look like I don't spend $17,000 a month in rent. These people are not like us. And they are learning quickly that they are losing their grip on us. There are way more of us than there are of them. The Kardashian gang of billionaire parasites lost millions of followers in 2 days. In a world where attention is currency, trust me, they feel it. They feel it when we stop spending our attention currency on them. Don't let them act like they're one of us. We're going to see more of this. We're going to see more of them. Oh, look at me. No makeup, hair pulled back, baseball hats on. Look, I'm so relatable. No, the fuck you aren't. Don't fall for it. If we burn, you burn with us.
Y'all go to Ebony Prince 2K24's page immediately. I told y'all this involved kids. I told you it involved children. And now they got a post up there talking about mandated in-service for identifying child abuse. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The fallback and the fallout from this is about to be outrageous. This man is about to go from being one of the biggest artists in the world to being an absolute social and career pariah. It kind of already didn't happen, if I'm being all the way real. Have y'all not been reading a lot of these like blonde items? I told y'all, bro's stock has been dropping dramatically. And this right here, icing on the cake. He should have left them damn girls alone.
So I was talking to one of my homies, and he worked at UPS, and I used to work at UPS. That's how I met him. And he was like, so what we used to do, we used to be like, you know, it's a lot of guys that work in there. We be playing music, listening to music, or sometimes we get like freestyle sessions going, like ciphers and stuff like that. And you know, like I said, I used to really be busting down raps. Like, y'all know, y'all be checking the music out. Y'all be like, bro, when you put more music out? I used to be going crazy, and a lot of people be like, hey bro, you gotta bust a freestyle, bro. You always got something cold. So I would start going. So I seen him not too long ago, like last week, and he was like, hey, I love Drake. And I knew he loved Drake. And he was like, but Kendrick? Bro. And he's like, I was liking the first Drake diss, and he said, but now Kendrick done tore him up. He said, when I be at work, I'll go on the trailers and I ask him like, hey, what y'all want to hear? Y'all want to hear that new Drake? And he said, they'll be like, nah, bro, I don't want to hear that. We need Kendrick, bro. He the one who giving us the truth. Just the fact that and he said they young, because when I met him, I was young. And he was like, bro, the youth is speaking right now. They want the truth. They don't want what Drake doing. They want what Kendrick been doing. They said what Drake been doing is weird. I'm just like, thank God. Y'all seen how fast we got rid of R. Kelly ass out the culture. Drake gotta go. He gotta go. The fact that we all coming together, the youth is even starting to pick up on it and be like, bro, nah, that ain't G. That ain't cool. That's dope, bro. But Drake about to go from way up there on everybody's list to just where R. Kelly ass is at. Spam it up if you agree with me.
Matt Caldwell said, I cut the hair around my dog's eyes because it was getting long and blocking his vision. So now, what does it mean when my dog looks at me like this? Matt, Matt, welcome to the Lookout series, Matt. You see this dog right here? As soon as you cut his hair, look at his face. He's looking at you that way because his identity has been revealed. Look at you. He looking at you like a grown man in his 40s. Said, why you gotta do this to me? I was just trying to not pay bills, mind my business. Now I gotta go back to working my 9 to 5. Your dog looks like Frank Gallagher. Y'all don't know who Frank Gallagher is? Hold on. Tell me that's not your dog. Tell me this not your dog, Matt. He got to go make sure his CDL license not suspended and get back to work. He got to get back on the road by 12 p.m. All because of what? Matt decided to cut his hair.
To a 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you're too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
Check that damn chain. I don't believe his ass.
So this story about a father and his brothers jumping another father because their kid was bullying their daughter. But if you look further, sometimes you need to look on TikTok and look at the clues in the video. Do you see that necklace? If you know, you know, and you know what it's really about. Probably has nothing to do with bullying. It has nothing to do with his daughter. Why would several grown men jump one person at a school? Don't share everything you see on TikTok, and everything you see on TikTok is not what it seems.
See? That's crazy. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, bro, do you see his neck? Every time yeah, his ass was lying. I knew it, bro. I knew it.
Time to share the stories of Ruben DeBrose and Rasheen Carter from this TikTok. But unfortunately, family and friends, there's another devastating story that I need to remind you all of. I need you all to give me 2 minutes of your time. Watch this video very carefully and share this video to get this story out, okay? Today, I want to remind you all about the story of 29-year-old Damian Cameron. Take a look at him. Damian is our black brother that you see, Sheriff Brian Bailey. What do these two have in common? On July 26, 2021, while Damian was at his residence with his mother and his grandmother, 6 members of the Rankin County Sheriff's Office under the command of Brian Bailey unlawfully entered Damian's residence without a warrant to question Damian about an alleged vandalism that took place 3 doors down. Damian's mother repeatedly asked these deputies on multiple occasions if they had a warrant to be on the property. The deputies refused to answer her questions. When the mother got outraged when she realized they didn't have a warrant to be on the property, the mother demanded that they leave the property, and these deputies, in response, chose to beat Damian viciously in the presence of his mother. They beat him so bad, they beat him with the nightsticks, they tased him, they kicked him, they stomped him. They beat him right there in his own living room, in his home. And again, they were at his house unlawfully without a warrant. They beat Damian until he lost consciousness in front of his mother, Monica Lee. Then they drag him to a police car. I guess en route to the jail, they realized that Damian wasn't breathing, so they had to call the EMTs. Instead of them taking him to the hospital themselves, they pull over, they wait for a deputy, they wait for the EMTs to come out and arrive. The EMTs take him to the hospital. Damian was placed on life support, where he died later on that night due to the extensive beating that he took from 6 members of the Rankin County Sheriff's Office. In the wake of Damian's death, multiple organizations, including mine, has demanded that the Rankin County Sheriff's Office release the body camera footage of the 6 officers that unlawfully entered Damian's residence. As To date, the Rankin County Sheriff's Office, specifically Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey here, refuses to release the body camera footage that shows what happened to Damien. In fact, this racist sheriff told the media that the body camera footage was somehow lost or misplaced, and they refused to release the body camera footage that shows how they beat Damien to death in front of his mother. So now, multiple organizations, including mine, are standing in solidarity with Damien's mother, Miss Monica Lee. And on April 15th, 2023, there's going to be a press conference in Jackson, Mississippi, right outside the federal courthouse. And we are going to be demanding accountability. I want you all to share this story, get this story out, and support Damien Cameron.
Anybody out there that's in that's locally in that area, spam it up if you know anything about that. Rest in justice for him. Rest in peace. Prayers to him and his family, especially his mother. Hopefully he ain't had no kids, and now they're gonna be without a father. It's wild, but in the words of Childish Gambino, this is America. Ain't no other way you could put it. And that just shows we have some great cops. We have some excellent cops. And we have some terrible shit, bullshit ass cops. We do. It's just what it is. We got some great people. We got some intelligent, loving people. And we got some evil people too. You got your good and your bad. Unfortunately, those officers don't seem to be on the good side of that stick. For having no warrant and you still coming over, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he said they wasn't even there for him or what nothing he did. Regardless, if you in his house and you didn't have a warrant and he ain't had nothing to do with nothing you there for but just some questioning, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get in trouble for that. But like I said, this is America, so who knows? They might get away with it. But again, rest in peace to that man and his family. Prayers to him and his family and his mother. And if he has kids, prayers to them too, man. Sad situation.
You know, guys, when I saw the video, I knew right away, bro, what everyone was gonna say. This man has zero soul in him. Look at his eyes, bro. And y'all think this is a joke, all right? There is a spiritual realm that we are unaware of on this earth. This is why the elite are the elite. And this is why the entertainment industry is so dark, right? Not just movies, not just music, it's all of it. But bro, people tell me I got dark eyes. But bro, you can at least see the color of my eye. You can see I got a pupil. This man looks like he took 20 tabs of bro. And some people are like, oh, it's black contacts. No. This is the perfect example of a soulless human being. Now, y'all may have your opinions, but you cannot convince me that this dude does not look like he's a demon.
Probably that, not a human being.
Let's talk about it. So I've been seeing a lot of people on social media talking about, people need to be careful when they're visiting New Orleans during Mardi Gras. And yeah, you really do. Y'all just don't realize New Orleans, especially New Orleans, is like a spiritual playground, y'all. Y'all have to realize, just because y'all don't see this stuff on a regular, especially people that's not from that area, from the city and stuff like that, just because y'all don't see this stuff or hear about this stuff on a regular does not mean it is not true, y'all. I'm telling y'all, New Orleans is like a spiritual playground. And I get it. When you go to Mardi Gras, you're there to have a good time. You're there for the whole experience. You want to come back. You want to bring souvenirs. You want to try the new foods. You want to let any random person read your palms and record it and, for the whole aesthetic. But sometimes you just got to think before you go into these knick-knack shops and you buying all these different objects. Y'all don't know what these objects have connected to them, y'all. And I get it, sometimes y'all just live. It's not that serious, but it is that serious when you go back home and it's something attached to you or you don't know what's going on and why things are. It's some evil people in this world. And am I saying that all these people in New Orleans are evil? No. It's so many good people in New Orleans. And I'm not saying that all voodoo is bad. I'm not very, very educated on voodoo, but I do know voodoo isn't the same. All voodoo is different. There's so many different type of voodoos. And that's just something that I don't want any type of connection with. But when y'all going down there and y'all going in all these different knick-knack shops, bringing home all these different objects that y'all don't know nothing about just because it's cute, these little dolls and antiques, and like I said, letting people read your palms and getting your energy, it's crazy. I've been seeing all type of people talk about how they've been seeing these like vampire-like things, and I've heard a few different stories about the vampires in New Orleans and stuff like that, and they're not what you think, like the vampires with fangs and all that. It's the complete opposite of what you see on TV. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, if you see it on TV or you hear some type of creature on TV, it is real. Most of the time, it's real. They didn't just come up with these ideas out of nowhere. But it's not exactly what you think. It's not like how it is on TV. But that's for another topic. If y'all want me to talk about like the vampires, real vampires, then I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, y'all gotta be careful. New Orleans is like one of the most haunted places in the world. Home to Madame Laurie Laveau, the voodoo queen. Home to Madame Ladari. She is one of the most evil slave owners ever known to man. Like, this place has so much history, from all the different slaves coming there and bringing all their traditions and customs and religion to this one town. It's filled with so much history and pain and magic, y'all. And this stuff is real. Like I said, just because we don't learn about it that much here where we are does not mean it's not real. But if I was to go, best believe I'm gonna be prayed up the whole time, y'all. I feel like it's a place that everybody needs to visit. And I get it's fascinating, and I get a lot of this stuff is very interesting. But be careful when you're going on these ghost tours and these different graveyards and bringing back all these different energies and stuff like that. Because just because you haven't seen it does not mean it's not real. Because I promise you that New Orleans is just a place that I don't want to mess with.
So I got a little story. So my grandparents in 2005, they went to on a cruise. So the cruise started in New Orleans and then went over to Jamaica. And my grandfather always says there was this voodoo woman, and she was in like this like abandoned building, but she's at the top of the stairway, and at the bottom is where him and my grandmother was walking. And he said there was a doll she had, and his private part was sticking out, and she kept pointing at my grandfather, telling him to come up the stairs, and he kept being like, and she pointed to him, and then she pointed at the doll, and then she fiddled with the private part. 3 or 2 years ago, my grandfather, I say 4 years, he got diagnosed with prostate cancer. He beat it. He got that out of his, none of that left. He free of it. And I remember he said, he told me one day, man, I think when I was in when I was in Jamaica, and that voodoo woman was playing with the private part of the doll, he's like, I think she was putting that stuff on me. He always say that. And he said that's how he got it. He stands on that. My grandma she think he reaching. She be like, man, you got that because that was in God's plans. He be like, nah, I got that because the lady, she put that stuff on me. He always say that. He always say that. But I don't know, man. That's just a little story I'll go ahead and explain to y'all of somebody I know who went there and came back. It was years later, though. I could be reaching, he could be reaching. I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm just bringing it to y'all. I'm bringing it to y'all. She had something, I figured it was similar. So I'm like, I'll bring it to y'all. But yeah, that's what he told me. But we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps the collective grow, helps the collective get bigger. It helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you. I hope y'all having a smooth 7. Man, y'all be cool out there. Y'all know y'all bigger than y'all circumstances. Y'all built for this shit. Y'all got the physique. I told y'all, man. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Till see y'all in the next one. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know it.